I at some point, if I get enough money, they'll segue to let me follow up because one of the people that I put a tribute to in the book is Yvonne Sion, who I really need to write something about Yvonne Sion. That's Dave Chappelle's mom. I talked to her last week. She's one of my mentors, and
Have you met her? You met her, so you know
oh,
her.
I know her very well. I've known her since the '70s.
I when he came in, when he did his comeback, I was conversing with a couple of friends, and I finally found out who she was, because I
Okay,
think a lot of people just think he's just a comedian and he just be
no,
talking.
no, 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 no. His father, Dave Chappelle's father, is one of the most important people in the anti-apartheid struggle. And his mom, African liberation, the Chappelle family was at the forefront of working on Capitol Hill for civil rights for Black people and for African liberation. Dave Chappelle's,
Wasn't she one of the first people to translate? I think she
no,
translated language.
it's more important than that. Uh, uh, Yvonne Sion, which is the name she goes by now, but Yvonne Reed, her maiden name is Reed. Her mother was a leader for Black liberation and for African liberation in the 1930s and
Mm,
40s. She used to work with Paul Robeson.
okay,
Muhammad Ali was like very tight with Dave Chappelle's dad. I mean, they're not uh, they're a very serious family that's made a contribution. Dave's father was the one who started the whole sanctions movement against South Africa, which ultimately forced them to at least do a transition in how white supremacists manage Southern Africa. As you see their asses rioting and shit now, because they're tired of being screwed under this. We have the CBC, they have the ANC. It's just another group of niggas selling out the masses. Okay, but so Dave's parents got blackballed by the mid late '60s. They were raising so much hell that the only place that they could find work was out in Ohio.
that's why
See,
he moved
a
out
lot
there.
of black people don't understand when you speak up for black people, you lose everything. A lot of Negroes are coons. They've never wanted for a job because they've never spoken up. They've never taken a risk. They've never told the truth. And they figure that's safe. And it's not really. Look at what it got the Jews in Germany. So the Chappelle family moved from DC to Yellow Springs. Dave's mom was born across the street from where my dad was born, although she's a couple years older. She's born in 37. My dad's born 41. Yvonne's mother used to raise money for Paul Robeson and for the Scottsboro Boys. I mean, in fact, Dave Chappelle's grandmother is one of the very first black women to be successful in real estate. So, and she was fighting against school segregation, fighting against lynching, fighting against segregation. In fact, Dave's mother worked with um, one of the most important unsung black women that I'm going to have to write something about. Her name is Jewel Mazik. Jewel Mazik was a black Indian woman from Macon, Georgia, and she was Malcolm X's mentor on Africa and African liberation.
Mm, okay,
Okay, this no days folks. There's some crazy.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
crazy
I knew,
ass.
I knew his, I
They,
knew, I knew his mother.
Dave Chappelle's mom is the first black person to get a PhD in African American studies in the country. She's basically one of the pioneers of the creation of Africana studies. Is
Okay,
Dave's mom.
yeah,
Okay,
I knew, I knew. I read that she was real.
she's no, she's the first. She sent me to Africa. People want to block me. Dave's mom sent me to Africa 38 years ago.